be here. I left improv class to be here, and some of them are over there. Yay! I'll introduce myself. My name is Juliet, but you should all be familiar because it's in the very famous love story by Taylor Swift. I don't want to hear about Shakespeare, okay? Because if everyone was such a big Shakespeare fan, then they would stop asking me, have you found your Romeo yet? Guys, would I be standing here on this stage? No, I would be dead, right? Okay. And nobody can remember how this story goes, and I have to remind them Juliet was a genius. She said, let's fake our deaths, run away. What does Romeo do? Kill himself for real. I mean, right off the bat, we have two huge red flags, okay? No critical thinking or listening skills. And then people still have the audacity to use it as a pickup line. Like, I could be a Romeo girl. That guy has 2 murder charges, okay? No, thank you. It's okay, though, because America has a literacy problem. You know, I just have to let it go. I got a bank funds problem. Let's go get free drinks, okay? And I wait until we're really hitting it off before I take out the poison and I push it over. And then I take a sip. That's my dream date. We both die, guys. Dating's over forever. Okay, you all are happily in love. Awesome. No, I complained about my name, but I think my mom picked a pretty good one. It's a classy choice, especially considering the fact she was 16 at the time. Yeah, I mean, it was probably the book she was reading in school that year. I'm just trying to be grateful it wasn't the Hunger Games because I could have been Katniss, you know. No, but 16 was a big year for me too. That's the year I started smoking weed, so I actually probably would have named the kid Detective Master Swag 420. I mean, it is hard to compare yourself to someone who's so badass though. I mean, my mom has 2 master's degrees and she actually survived not 1 but 2 teenage pregnancies, guys. Yeah, it gets crazier. Me at 16 and then my sister at 27. No, 27 is a teenager, guys. I know that because I'm 15 or 25, you know, same thing. But like I try to visualize having a kid 2 years from now and I'll map it out. You know, it's like I'm in the hospital bed, I give birth, they wheel me out, I have a huge bill, I get to the car. Where the hell does the baby go, guys? There's no room for a car seat back there. I have 100 plastic water bottles, okay? And I'm not getting rid of those. They could be valuable someday. And then people are like, but what about your legacy? Don't you want to leave behind a legacy? Humans used to be 70% water, and now they're coming out 70% plastic, okay? Like, I'm just going to tape a couple of those water bottles together, give it a name, call it a day. No, you figured it out. You figured out my secret. I'm a hoarder. I'm a hoarder. What's cool about that though, brag, you guys, you put your clothes on the hanger and you put it on the closet rod? Not me, no. I shove it in there like a file in a folder. It's compact, okay? And you pull it back because you're scared, that's all right. I want to get better. That's why I joined Hoarders Anonymous, okay? And we meet every Monday at 10 a.m. at the Goodwill. Okay? And it's BYOC, bring your own cart. It's competitive. No, I think the hoarding has something to do with my ADHD because I'm just like, if I keep putting things into piles, my life is together. Even if that pile is ADHD, am I right? Yeah. No, but like, even if that pile is clothing on a chair that is taller to me, I'm like, but if it's in a pile, my life is together. And people are like, why don't you try prescription drugs? No, I got bangs, okay? Let me tell you, bangs is the solution, all right? Like pre-bangs, they get in my car, they'd see the plastic water bottle baby, and they're like, holy fuck, this girl needs help. Post-bangs, I'm quirky, all right? I'm a quirky girl. No, but I moved here and people already knew something was off, okay? I think they found out I'm from Missouri. People don't like to hear that, and I understand. I know why. Because if you're back home in Missouri, you're going to see a billboard that's like, a cute happy baby, and then it's red bloody text. It's like, why would you murder me, you baby killer? Call this number for Jesus. And then here, you're driving down Sunset Boulevard, it's 2 old people making out on the beach. And then the caption is, syphilis is curable! Which is like, I didn't even know syphilis was still around, okay? The last person I heard of with syphilis was Christopher Columbus. And then, guys, I started making friends in WeHo. Happy Pride, syphilis is here, okay? Syphilis is LA strong. And people are like, how are you adapting to big city crime? And it's like, okay, I lived in St. Louis. It's a real city, okay? You're like 2 hours away from the closest farm you are, however, always 20 minutes away from a place you can buy a gun. Sick, yeah. But like, I just think that open carry in a Walmart is way scarier than a citizen alert that I get here in LA that's like, there's a man playing a piano with a saw. That's fun as hell. I'm actually gonna go outside and watch that. Thank you guys!